Hi everyone, welcome back to Study Room. My name is Angel and today we'll be studying the poem Duck and the Kangaroo. Okay, so about the author. So this poem is written by Edward Lear, who was an English artist, illustrator, musician, author and poet, now known mostly for his literary nonsense in poetry and prose, and especially his limericks, a form he popularized. So this poem is also a nonsense verse. So we'll know what it is. So before that, let's know about the theme of the poem. So the duck and the kangaroo is a kind of poem known as a nonsense verse. The duck, who is confined to the pond, requests the kangaroo to take him on a trip around the world. Okay, so the nonsense verse means that something which doesn't have a rational interpretation. Okay, which doesn't have a rational interpretation. Okay, let's get started with the poem. So, said the dog to the kangaroo, "Good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you," said the duck to the kangaroo. Okay, so in this verse, what's happening? The duck is, having a conversation with the kangaroo, and he's saying, "Good gracious." Good gracious is like, "Oh my God," like surprised in a good way, like good gracious. Oh, how you hop? How you hop means how you jump. You guys basically know that how kangaroos jump. The term is called as hop, right? Hopping, hop. Okay. So it's just the duck is talking about kangaroo. It's clearly signifies in this particular sentence, right? Over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. So the duck here is saying that it's oh my God, you jump over the fields and the water too, as if you would never stop. Okay, getting my point? So my life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. So the duck is saying that she gets very bored in the pond, nasty pond, and she wants to go out of from the pond and explore the world beyond. Right? I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. The duck also wishes that she could hop or jump like kangaroo. Hmm? Please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack the whole of the long day through, and we would go to the tea and the jelly bowly, over the land and over the sea. Please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. Now here in this stanza, the duck is saying that please let me have a ride on your back. Okay, and I was sit, quite still. Quite still means that she would not move. Okay, that she will sit still. Okay, she won't move and say nothing, and also she will not say anything but quack. Okay, so quack is a sound which ducks make, right? You all know that quack quack. So whenever we impersonate the ducks, we also impersonate them by making the sound of quack. So the whole of the long day through. So the duck here is saying that she would sit still, not talk, and only say quack for the whole day through. Okay, and we would go to the D and Jelly Boli. So here the D and Jelly Boli is no such place. It's just a fictional place made by the poet. Okay, over the land and over the sea. Please take me a ride or do. So here the duck is again requesting kangaroo to let her have a ride over the land and over the sea. Okay, said the kangaroo to the duck. This requires some little reflection. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck, and there seems but one objection, which is, if you let me speak so bold, Your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold, and would probably give me the rheumatism, said the kangaroo. So here, kangaroo. Now it's the turn of kangaroo to speak to the duck. So what he's saying that this requires some little reflection. Reflection means a little thought. So he's saying that it requires a thought. So perhaps means maybe. On the whole, it might bring me luck. Like it will be good if I, let you have a ride on my back. But there seems one objection. But there is one objection too, which is if you let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold. So he's telling the duck that your feet are wet and cold as you live in the pond, right? Which would lead to give rheumatism to kangaroo. Now, rheumatism is, disease called rheumatism. So, because of the poetry freedom, like the poet has changed the word to make it in just to make it rhyme with other sentences of the poem. So that's why he converted romanticism into rheumatism, like rheumatism. Okay, so that's why rheumatism. The kangaroo is saying that because your feet are wet and cold, it might give the kangaroo rheumatism. Rheumatism is a disease which brings pain to the knees and muscles. Okay, that's what kangaroo said. Now, the duck replied, how? Said the duck, as I sat on the rocks, I have thought over that completely, and I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks which fit my web feet neatly. And to keep out the cold, I've bought a cloak, and every day a cigar I'll smoke, all to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo. So here the duck is saying that as she sits on the rock, so she has thought over this all the scenario before completely. So because of that, she had already brought 4 pairs of worsted socks. Okay, what it is worsted sock? It is a worsted is a fiber wool. Okay, and socks. You know what is socks? So woolen socks. Okay, which fit my web feet neatly. So what is web feet like? This is how the feet of the duck looks like. This is called as web feet. So basically, the duck was prepared for the all this scenario, right? All to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo. Hmm? Now, said the kangaroo, I am ready, all in the moonlight pale. But to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady, and quiet at the end of my tail. So away they went with a hop and a bound, and they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And who so happy, oh who, as the duck and the kangaroo? Okay, so here the kangaroo said that he's ready, all in the moonlight pale, moonlight pale in the weak moonlight. So it was at the night, of course, because it is written that the kangaroo said that he's ready. But then he said, but to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady and quiet at the end of my tail, just like that. Be steady, don't move too much, sit still, and sit at the end of the kangaroo's tail. Hmm. So away they went with a hop and a bound, and they hopped the whole world 3 times round. So the kangaroo and the duck hopped all around the world 3 times, right? And who so happy? Oh, who? As the duck and the kangaroo. And this means that the duck and the kangaroo were very happy, right? So let's have a look at the explanation once again. The duck praises and envies the kangaroo's ability to hop, wishing he wasn't stuck in a pond. He requests the kangaroo to give him a ride on his back. The kangaroo explains to the duck that it will need to consider the duck's proposal because he finds the duck's feet cold and wet, which might give him rheumatism or body pain, which is rheumatism. Okay, the duck addresses the kangaroo's concerns, which makes the kangaroo agree to the duck's request. They then hop away together. Okay, again, a quick revision. So, the poem is a kind of a poem known as the nonsense verse, or one that does not have any rational interpretation. Okay, so this is verse. So here, a duck and a kangaroo talk about the possibilities of going around the world together. The duck wishes to leave its pond and asks the kangaroo for a ride so it can see the world. The kangaroo agrees, but raises its concerns about the duck's cold and wet feet. The duck has a quick solution to the kangaroo's problem, and the kangaroo agrees to the duck's request. They hop around the world twice. There is no one as happy as them. Okay, so this is how our poem ends. I hope you all liked it. It was quite a simple poem and an easy one. So just keep learning, keep enjoying studying. So I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye.